Hello, welcome to Dunkandeggvlogs and to another vlog video. You may have noticed that some things have changed a little bit, and I thought I'd make a little vlog to show how those changes are happening. Now I say a little vlog, I'm recording this near the beginning of January, just at the end of the first week back at work for most of us, and it'll probably be released at least a couple of weeks later for reasons that will become obvious. Now, I've already made a start on this, and those of you who watched my Sanctorum mods video may have already seen a little bit of the changes that are happening, namely the light up there. Now, if you haven't seen it in a previous video, the light used to be, in fact I've still got it in a box here, used to be that pendant light there with a single bulb hanging on the end of it, and as you can see it's right in the corner of the room, which is super unhelpful for anybody or anything over this side of the room. So I decided to go ahead and get myself one of these spotlight things. So it's got 3 spotlights, they're angleable, and that means I can illuminate my desk, this side of the room a little bit more, and also over there. It's not ideal, but short of going in and completely rewiring, or more accurately getting someone in to do the rewiring, we thought this was the best job. Speaking of wiring, I did manage to give myself an electric shock whilst doing this, so this is a call to anybody who is doing any kind of electrical work in their houses. Please make sure the power is turned off. I thought I was being clever and just turning off part of it. Didn't work. Turn all the power off and you'll avoid scaring your other half like I did. But I think the results were well worth a little shock. The light looks really nice there, and it's making the room look a lot brighter. The other change, which I've already gone ahead and done, is to remove the old curtains, which in fact are just down here on the floor. They need to go to the dump, and replace curtains of any kind with a roller blind, which has been fitted by me today. It's the first time I've done anything like this, and it's not 100% perfect, and there was a bit of faff involved, but I'm pretty happy with it, and it works decently well. Just trying to do it one-handed. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Not too shabby. And you can see I put it on the kind of inside of the alcove where the window is, and that means hello, and that means that it's tucked out of the way, and it doesn't basically get in the way of my desk just there, which I use for work when I'm working from home, and also for Lego building, hence all the Lego drawers there. Now, the other main thing that's going to be happening, which I did touch on briefly in a previous video, is that these shelves are going, or they will be. I'm going to sell them on, hopefully get back a bit of the money that I paid for them in the first place. And what we're going to be doing is making a change, and we're actually going to be buying, or in fact we have already bought, and they're going to be delivered in a couple of weeks' time, hence the delay in getting this video out, some IKEA Billy bookshelves. And they're very popular among Lego enthusiasts. I know that Brixie has a bunch of them, and I'm sure other people do as well. The plan, and part of the reason why I wanted to get rid of those curtains as well, is to have 2 of the 80cm wide bookcases here and here, and they're going to be the deeper ones, 40cm deep, so that's going to hold the majority of my Lego, including Hogwarts, which is just going to fit. I'm hoping might need a few amendments to actually get it to fit in, but I'm going to make it work. So 2 of those, one there and one there. They're not going to go quite to the wall there, because we're then going to have another bookcase, a shallower one, but still 80cm wide, which is going to go there. And then the reason for that, and the reason for the kind of changeover, is that instead of the sofa bed, which used to sit just here, which we had from the old house, you may have seen it in the corner of my videos. You can see it's still a mess from all the DIY I've been doing. We've sold that, so that's gone. That was great, that went today. And in its place, we're going to be getting a proper double bed. This is the guest room, or the spare room, as well as being the Lego room and my office. So what we thought was it's a better idea to get a proper double bed, and therefore we can actually use it as storage underneath. I know, we just need more storage space. So that's going to go there, coming down here, and then the shelves are going to go around the corner like that, and then I may in future add another shelf above there. So that is the basic plan for the Lego / guest room, and I'm really excited about it. We're both really excited about it, actually, because my other half, my fiance, she's always wanted a really nice guest room, and that's not something we've really really had the room for so far. But this arrangement, I think, is going to make much better use of the space. The Billy bookcases are about 2 meters tall, so that's going to give a lot more room for displays vertically, and it's not going to take up as much floor space. We'll see how it all works, see whether I can get my parts drawers onto the shelves as well. Maybe, maybe not. We will see. And it's going to give me a much better place to display them, because one problem I do have with these shelves is while they're fantastic for displaying Hogwarts, because it's quite a deep model, for pretty much everything else, things like my Speed Champions collection, I now have the full wave of mainstream, not film sets from last year, though I do have the Aston Martin as well. So I just got myself the Quinjet, which I may have already done a review on by the time this comes out. We will see. But they're not great for displaying smaller sets, especially ones which don't take up as much height, because you can put these shelves closer together, but then you can't see to the back. So the Billy bookcases are, like I said, 40 centimeters deep, which is 10 centimeters shallower than those, and also the other one's going to be even shallower, 28 centimeters. So that will be really, really helpful. Yeah, so that's the basic plan, and hopefully that all goes well. The Billy bookcases are going to be delivered in a couple of weeks' time, as I said, and then we'll get them all built up, put in the corner, getting the bed set up. Not too much is going to change about my setup just there for the moment. Just toying with the possibility about putting something a bit narrower just here. We'll see. There's lots of plans for the future. So there'll be a cut now to the next time any progress is made. Oh, the other thing I didn't say was we're going to paint that wall. That wall there that was behind Hogwarts, it's the reason I kept it white. It's going to be painted a dark green colour, so that's something else you'll see. It was always the plan to do that in our bedroom and also the little box room that we've got, but wasn't originally planning on doing it in here, but I think it needs that splash of colour, so we're going to do that the weekend after I record this video. So, or record this part of the video. So I will hand over to myself a little while from now when some progress is made. It's actually only the next day, but I thought I'd do another quick update in this video just to show you what I've done so far. So as you can see, the shelves have gone, but they're not gone, they have just been moved. I changed slightly what I was going to do. I put them over here for now just so I can store everything on them, and there's enough gap from here to the wall to enable us to actually paint. So ladders out, dust sheets down, gonna get painting hopefully tomorrow so I can show you some more progress. And then, yeah, that will be really good. It means I can leave these here and they won't get in the way. And then when the Billy shelves arrive, they can just go in there and then everything can come from here straight over. And yeah, that'll just make it a nice, easy transition. It's quite funny actually that this all fits on 2 of the 3 bookcases. Didn't have enough space for that third one over there. Say bookcases, these Ivar shelves. Interesting to see. Obviously not the ideal way to display things, so I'm looking forward to getting things back up onto the new bookcases. And yeah, anyway, right, let's cut to tomorrow when it's time to paint. Yet again, it's a day later, and there we go. That's what one day's progress looks like. We were pretty speedy about it actually. Got the entire wall painted, 2 coats and then a few little touch-ups. Still drying now, so just leaving it as it is with the tape on around the edges. But I really like how it looks. It's just a really nice colour actually. Just makes the room pop a little bit more. Done a few other bits and pieces here. Filled in some of the holes where the blind, where the curtains used to be, sorry. So yeah, this is where it's going to be for about a week, and obviously we'll do some tidying up. And then the next cut in this video will be once the bookshelves and the bed have arrived. So after managing to film several days in a row there, showing you little bits of progress, it's now been almost 3 weeks since the last clip. I have been a little ill, but that was only for a few days. So the only excuse I've really got is there was a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to film it. And to be honest, it wasn't the most interesting thing in the world. So I've gone ahead and pretty much finished everything. I'm going to show it to you slowly as we come round. Nothing really has changed here. I've just rearranged those drawers back into a kind of straight line where there was a dip before. Coming round, like I said before, sofa bed has gone here, taken down the artwork that was up there. As we come round here, got a lovely framed print of Norwich there, which was a present from some friends. And then coming fully round, there we go. That is the new Lego setup. I've really got to come back a bit into the far corner of the room to do it justice. So those are the Billy bookcases that arrived. As I said, we've got 2 of the 40 centimetre deep ones here, and then 1 of the 28 centimetre deep ones. They're all 80 centimetres wide and just over 2 metres tall. So that's the setup that I've now got. Also got the double bed in there, which is really nice. Means this is actually a proper nice guest room now. Mirror up on the wall too. I am planning on getting another bit of artwork for the fireplace or the chimney breast behind me, possibly looking at getting the Great Wave Lego set to go up there, which I have received permission for, which is great. But anyway, back to sets that I've actually got, or things that I've actually got. As I said, Hogwarts just fits here. Obviously it's on 2 separate bookcases there. It's almost as if it was designed for this, which it really wasn't. I have had to kind of bodge it a little bit, so I've pushed this in a little bit so the bridge is at an angle, and the boathouse does not fit. So I'm not really decided on what I'm going to do there. I'm either going to modify this so the stairs go straight down to the back of the boathouse ramp there, or they kind of come down and then go down there. I'll think of something, but for the moment it doesn't look too bad where it is. Hogwarts on here, this fits on here with a little bit of room to spare. The second part of Hogwarts doesn't quite fit. There's just not room for the little gatehouse on the end, which is up there. Spoilers as to what the next part of the Hogwarts video is going to be. So that's up there, along with Hagrid's hut, Whomping Willow, and then that's going to be where the Forbidden Forest is, with the Patronus Scene, Grawp, Aragog, Thestrals, all that sort of stuff. Up there is the final bit with the Quidditch pitch, which doesn't really fit anywhere else, and then a selection of minifigs. I'm going to build a much bigger stand so I can actually display all the minifigs that aren't in scenes at that moment. Up here we have got some buildings. They were kind of in a collection before, so we've got the Ministry and Grimmauld Place from London. We've got Fort Privet Drive and the Burrow as well. The Burrow, I have had to remove the very top of the chimney off there. It's just stuck onto the back of the model. It was basically the best way I could find of getting everything in as economically as possible. Obviously the Golden 20th Anniversary minifigs are there as well, which is nice. And then here we have Hogsmeade, which is in a very similar setup to how it was before. And then going even higher, Hogwarts icons up there, the Hogwarts Moments books as kind of bookends either side of the Hogwarts Express, books as bookends. The 3 models of the Hungarian Horntail, Fawkes and Hedwig. Gosh, you can tell I've been at it this a long time. With all the flapping motion, they're all up there nicely posed. And then the kind of outliers, mainly because it's where there was space for them, are the 8080, the most recent play scale version, and then the modified Razor Crest there. So yeah, they're a little bit out there. The other Star Wars stuff is down there, but it was the most sense in terms of the space. Then we've got a shelf here which doesn't have very much Lego on it at all. It's just got my bonsai, and that's because this is like a little bedside table for anybody who is staying here. A little candle as well, and I've just moved the light that was on my desk over to here, so it's a nice little side light. Then we've got a much better place for my speed champions. They fit almost perfectly there. I've got an extra one. I've got Dom's Dodge Charger. Never actually seen any of the Fast and Furious films. Not saying I've got anything against them. Actually, I tell a lie. I've seen Tokyo Drift, the one kind of irrelevant Fast and Furious film as far as I understand it. So yeah, they fit really nicely on there. Might get an extra shelf or create some sort of support, because I do want to get the sets that are coming out in March. I've got a bit of empty space there for the moment. Star Wars here, I've not really set this up yet, so it's all a bit random. You can see why I didn't want to put especially the 8080 on here, because it would have taken up a huge amount of space and meant the other shelf was very shallow. But maybe I'll move things around in the future. Oh yeah, also got the TIE Bomber, which is a very nice set, I have to say. These two are kind of empty slash random junk at the moment. I need to get rid of some of those books, although it did mean I got myself 2 orange spacemen, and I've also got 2 brown spacemen and 2 blue space babies, which I'm very, very happy with. The collectible minifigures, also got the orange one, and then the 2 that came in the set. Made this little custom stand for them. I might start collecting some of the not quite so rare ones, so don't expect to see a purple one anytime soon. Also got the Falconer to go with the Blacksmith, so kind of kept these together again. Here is my comic book shelf with the modified Sanctum, the Quinjet, which is a great set, came out in January. 2 Batmobiles and the new Hulkbuster, which is also a really good set and much better value than the enormous one. So there we go, that's a very quick tour round, some very familiar sets but in a very new setting, and I am super happy. The only things really left to do are possibly some lighting, especially around Hogwarts, just because these are in a little bit of shadow. Either that or the light needs to be moved to the centre of the room, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So there we go, that is my new Lego room setup. It's very tidy in here because I've just finished tidying, so don't worry, it'll get messy again as you would expect. Let me know what you think. It's taken a lot of work, but I think it's really been worth it. I'm so much happier with the setup as it is at the moment. It feels so much better, and I can't wait to fill some of these empty shelves, add on to Hogwarts, spoilers, and yeah, bring you more exciting content, hopefully a little bit more regularly soon. So if you liked what you've seen, subscribe to the channel for more updates and review videos. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, give the video a like, and I'll see you again very soon.